Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's Town Hall meeting, December 5th, 2022. Today's agenda is project and development updates, documentation updates, marketing and content updates, collaborations, and Q&A. Robinson, can you please start us off with project and development updates?
Thank you. As usual, the update starts with the engineering metrics. We have the screen, we have the speed or the commit to release time for entirety of our projects. So in the last few weeks, we've been having a downward trend, and over the last week, we perhaps showing a little bit of an improvement or changes to this graph. And most of this comes from the next related changes as well as the peer link changes. Second slide, the slide has the releases or deployments. So we, as I mentioned, we've been making changes to Next, and the Next has been contributing to the releases. And because of these releases, we have a consistent track record for the last 2 weeks when it comes to the deployments or the release numbers. On the throughput, or the number of PRs across our repositories, we have a kind of a downward trend for a few weeks, and that's continuing. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of requirement gathering and everything else happening. So this is going to remain in this fashion for a while. On the quality side or the production failures, we have no failures reported against any of the production deployments. So those quality metrics that remains at zero, or rather no production failures. On the product side, so we're taking major steps on the blockchain side. We are preparing for a next major mainnet release. So this will have features including Ethereum Suns and enhancements to the Bitcoin Suns. So right now we're like very close to the completion of Ethereum Suns. There are a handful of bugs and other improvements required, which is being worked on. And for the Ethereum Suns, the focus has been to provide support for the core asset or the native asset ETH. Now we have started looking into the ERC20 tokens as well. So that work has started as of this week. And in parallel, we are also starting to provide support for the Binance chain, which is originally called as BSC or Binance Smart Contract Chain. Now it's been renamed as BNB. So the initial work to start initial investigation on the BNB Suns that is also started. So we're not planning to release the BNB support in the next release, but after that, the next release will mostly have Ethereum Suns and various other improvements. So in addition to this, we are also trying to finalize our work on support for libBitcoin. So we're trying to replace Bitcoin T with libBitcoin for a better feature set. So that is also being taken up. Now, along with the mainnet, this planned mainnet release, we're also looking into the libraries, primarily the JS library and the Python library. So we are also trying to verify the compatibility of those libraries with the release. On the substrate side, we are continuing our work, but over the last week we had to take our focus away to some of the Hive Suns related work. So there's a little bit of slowdown on that front. On next, so we have a release here. So we have a release 0.3.0 and it's deployed at next.peerplays.com. Please feel to take a look. Now, this has major improvements to various functionality, including profile pages and various other areas. And I think the major improvement would be on the voting screens, which has been a little confusing from our older Peerplays UI times. So there's a huge improvement to the voting functionality. So that release is available. And in addition to that, we are also working on the Ethereum Suns features. So the current work is primarily on the UX or interaction design that's in progress, and the performance testing and all other aspects are in progress as well. So we're inching close to a release, the next, like a general availability release, and we plan to release that, make it available pretty soon. Peerlink, so we have been winding up or we're nearly completing the front end work, and we are planning to have a demo sometime this week to the Speak team. And on the back end, we're trying to groom the tickets related to the backend work. So we have some challenges for the backend, primarily because it needs support for ERC20, but the support for ERC20 is not yet available. But so that's going on. And in general, it's like a lot of progress on Peerlink as well. And in addition to these updates, we are also working on the Peerplays JS. So we are planning to have a release by end of this month. Similarly, on the Python side also, we have completed integration of a lot of features, bug fixes, and vulnerability fixes. And mostly by this week, we'll try to have a release on for Peerplays Python library as well. So that's a major update from the development team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robinson. Sean, documentation updates, please.
Hello, thank you. All right, not a very big update for today, but we do have our functional specifications for peer review that are in progress. We have 5 that we have templates for so far, and we will continue to fill those out as we work with GBC on their regulator dashboard. Yeah, that's my update for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sean. Michael, marketing and content updates, please.
Thank you, Kelly. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. First order of business today is to welcome Christina Kavaliak to Peerplays. She started last Wednesday, December 7th. Christina is located in Vancouver, Canada, and joins us as our new social media specialist. She has many years working as social media accounts for businesses in other sectors, but shares a passion for all things crypto personally. Her immediate focus will be to manage our existing platforms, evaluate engagement on those, as well as identifying additional platforms for Peerplays to exist in terms of social presence. And we welcome Christina. Thank you to everyone who's said hi to her. If you have not done so yet, please email her or get her on Rocket Chat and Scenes and make her feel welcome. The Peerplays branding guidelines document is complete. Everything you need to know with respect to design elements, logo uses, core branding colors, and branding fonts. It is being uploaded to Hiltos's documentation shared folder. If you are someone who is presenting externally to external clients, need to put together a Peerplays presentation deck. This has everything you need from a linguistic perspective and a visual perspective to make sure that those decks or those external communications fit within our branding family. Wanted to thank Kritika for her early work on this document. Please use it. It is essentially your guide and gospel document for anything that faces our customers. All right, everyone's favorite topic, scenes. Thank you for your continued patience as we work through resolving this platform. Vlad has set up regular meetings with the Avalon team to resolve issues. Meeting of last week, December 8th. We were able to realign their vision on who decides what gets done on their development roadmap. Jonathan has given Avalon 90 days to resolve the majority of issues on the existing issues list. So that obviously means that there's an extension to the overlap period between Rocket Chat and Scenes. And I know that's good news for most of us. Please continue to provide your feedback. Any questions and comments, please forward them to Vlad so that we can work on resolving all of the issues that are outstanding and getting this platform to a state of usability that works for everyone on a daily basis. Last week's What's New at Peerplays weekly update email, we had a 36% increase in open rates over the previous week, which is good news. We will continue to send these out regularly and enhance them with as much information as we possibly can. I've identified the top 5 links that have been clicked within this email. This is good news because all of these important updates that we provide at this town hall are resonating with people, as well as some developer documentation access. The latest article by Mo includes a step-by-step process as to how to become a Peerplays witness. I provided the URL. Please give it a click, give it a read. Any feedback, please provide it to myself or Mo. Continued work for this week includes revisiting the website redesign and all those minor tweaks we didn't get to prior to launch. We've given ourselves to the end of this calendar year, December 23rd, to kind of resolve all of those and get them deployed so that the site is as wonderful as we possibly can make it. Any feedback, please provide it to Dave or myself. Product messaging sessions specifically right now are focusing on the Together app. Lots of conversation about what it can be and what it can possibly provide. Those sessions continue this week, Wednesday and Thursday, November 14th and 15th. That concludes this week's marketing update. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Michael. Okay, there's no collaborations today, so we're on to questions, comments, thoughts, Q&A. If anybody has any questions for Michael or Robinson. Okay, that concludes today's weekly town hall meeting. We'll catch up with collaborations and Q&A next week from the community. Thank you all so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great week.